Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here, and I'm going to be doing a random collective reading. If you are interested in personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. All of my readings are timeless. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Don't force it to fit you, and don't force me to fit you. I like to come into these with a message. And what was it? I had something too. Maybe it'll come to me at the perfect moment. I wonder if I wrote it in my journal because it came to me while I was journaling. There we go. Some blessings for you and blessings for me. I got a new t-shirt. When I was your age, Pluto was a planet. This might be one of my favorites. Okie doke. So we've got blessings going out, and I decided, there we go. I'm using this tarot deck, which is kind of weird. I don't usually use this one, but it's what we're gonna do. And I'm doing a quick Celtic cross. I don't have a whole lot of time, but let me look. Let me just glance at my journal, which I had to use 3 different pens on because I kept running out of ink. Oh, absorbed. That's what it was. We're absorbed. We are supposed to be absorbed. And I was like, absorbed in what? Absorbed in the now. So it could be that right now we're experiencing just being consumed. And then what I wanted to get from the Celtic cross is, what is your assignment on earth? What is collectively our assignment on earth? We'll see if the cards answer that. And I've been trying to remember to say my website is teresazube.com. You could find that below. Hold up. I'm going to do this like this because that was a lot. So the significator card, 8 of Swords. This is where we're at right now. And we're looking at what is our assignment. 8 of Swords, the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action. Take responsibility for your life now. What is our assignment? To get out of the mind, to master the mind. Okay, the crossing card. So this is I think of it like a bridge. We either have to cross it to get to where we want to be, or it's like something is blocking us. And the Knight of Wands is passionate, confident, charismatic, restless, events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts, stay focused, a passionate relationship. So what is our assignment on earth? Is to get out of our minds and take action. And to me, this is feeling like it's general, but also it's right now. You know, what are you absorbed with? What do you have to take action on? The root of the matter. It's a dude with a dragon. Dragon lizard. So this is the Page of Wands. So the root of the matter is kind of what is the undercurrent, what is in our subconscious, what is like an underlying driving force that we may or may not be aware of. Now the crossing card is the Knight of Wands. So the card that's crossing us is a card that is more mature than what's burning within. Okay. But what's burning within is more pure. The pages are more a card of like purity and childhood. It's a childlike energy. So within we have enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, impatient, news of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar, do things that fuel your passions, and finish what you start. So there is it's like a childlike confidence that is buried within, and there is a message in there that wants to come out. That's our assignment. We're looking at this from the perspective of our assignment. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. In the recent past, do what you love, recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, an excellent reputation. It's weird because I think this is supposed to be the Three of Pentacles, but that feels like an Eight of Pentacles to me. And there's an 8 in the bottom corner. That's okay. We're just going to say we don't have to know exactly which tarot card it is because it says what it means. We started creating something. What are we co-creating with other people? Is that something that we are proud of? How's it going? How's it going with your work projects? How are you doing with all that? And then what we know, so this is what is conscious. This is what's in our conscious awareness in relation to our assignment. We know in the subconscious, we might not even be aware. There is confidence there. There's the desire to play, to create. What we know, we have the Queen of Pentacles, so Queen of Earth. She's generous, practical, gracious, materialistic. The ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and home, be practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach. Okay. So we know that we need to be sensible. We know that things on earth take time. Creating things takes time. Building things take time. The projects that we're working on, we have to have patience in that process. But the crossing card being the Knight of Wands, maybe this is like a fear of going into action mode. Maybe there's time for action. Maybe we're just wondering when is going to be the right time for action. When do we move? Let's see what the future card is. In the future. The Magician. We have two cards coming out. So we have the Magician, and magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. Okay. So we have Magician. And then behind that was the card of the ego. This is the card of the devil in this deck. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Addiction, this can also symbolize addictions or unhealthy habits. Dude, you know what's really cool? my neighbor had somebody mowing their lawn, and without, asking me or anything, they mowed over like a whole strip of my yard, the part between the sidewalk and the road. And I have a weed whacker and I hate weed whacking that shit. So they just did it without, asking. And I went out there and I gave them $20, and they're out there mowing my whole yard right now, which is like amazing. I just gave them $20. Anyway, prior to that, I was really pissed off. So I've kind of had my faith in humanity restored a little bit, but ego. So we have the devil card, which is feeling trapped. Look, her chains are being broken. Okay. And the magician. So it's almost like moving into the future. We have two options. Are we going to be in ego, or are we going to be in our soul or spirit? The devil card versus the magician card. Like, what are we going to choose? We are choosing our own entrapments. And this stands for everyone else around you too. So you can't save anybody. You can't rescue anybody. This is like an inward personal journey right now. And the Eight of Swords is also feeling trapped in the mind. So we have two cards here that are implying trapped. We're trapped in the mind at the moment, and that's preventing us from taking action. Potentially, like our assignment on earth is to get out of your fucking head and take action. Something inside you is inspired and creative, and you need to allow for that. But moving into the future, we can stay stuck in this old mindset, in this trap, but or we can opt to free ourselves. The choice is yours, the choice is yours, but the magician is available to you. Magic is possible moving forward. We got 4 more cards. All right. Hold on. We're stuck. Okay. There. All right. And this is, what is the lens you are looking through right now? Again, we have 2. So the lens that we're looking through right now, the Emperor, logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, structure and discipline. So that's kind of like, we're looking at things we want. It's time to lead. I've been saying that for a while on here. And then the 8 of Cups, the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, leaving home. So it could be that there's just something where we've just got to pull up our pants, hike up our pants and move on to bigger and better things. Or sorry, how others in the environment, this is either how people see us or like what is in the environment. And we got the Queen of Cups, loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insights, caring for others, but forgetting to take care of yourself. Trust your intuition, a deep love of family and friends. Follow your heart. And this is in the environment. What is in the environment? Just love people. Okay. And this is the Queen of Cups embodies like unconditional love. And at this point in time, it's important to be unconditionally loving, because there's just I mean, we got the devil energy, we got the Eight of Swords. I feel like at present, the collective, people are feeling stuck, but we're really stuck with ourselves, within ourselves, trying to like maintain the status quo, clinging on to things, and at least we're aware. I tell myself that a lot, like, at least I'm aware, and I have that gift of awareness, because if I wasn't, like, when you're clinging to something, that's it's terrifying, when you think you're going to lose things or things are going to change. But with the Queen of Cups, we're reminded she is the unconditionally loving mother. And it's important for us to, doesn't mean that it does say we got not taking care of ourselves enough. So make sure you do that. Take good care of yourself. And then we got giving too much of ourselves. So it's not necessary to overgive in order to be unconditionally loving. It's just refraining from judgment. All right. Hopes and fears. Five of Wands. Conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time. Then stand up for yourself. Very ambitious people. So Five of Wands being in the hopes and fears spot, it's like we may be afraid to fight, whether it's for ourselves. Are we backing down too easily, or are we fighting too hard for something? And that's going to be an either. Whatever it is that you're doing out of fear, because this is the hopes and fear spot, you need to double check it. So if you're just fighting with people for the sake of fighting, then it might be that's a waste of your time and just stop. Or if you're not standing up for yourself, then it's important to stand up for yourself. If something feels worth the hassle, that it's bothering you because you're not standing up, then that's for you. All right, what is the outcome? The outcome is the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. I'm going to leave it there too. Sorry, guys. That's just the times we're in. Great sadness that will heal with time. Let go of the past, personal growth that comes from challenges, healing misunderstandings, being there for those in need. And this is the outcome card. It's kind of the overarching theme. It's not any more significant than the rest of the cards, but it's, in general, things are going to hurt. They're just going to hurt. That's all. And if you're overthinking, that's okay, but just work on exploring, like, self-inquiry, writing, letting it out somehow, letting it move on. With the Emperor card, it is time to lead. And so maybe there are big, scary steps that we have to take. I am going to pull out an oracle just because they're, floofier. Okay. We'll end on a floofy note. Do this. Okay, so our assignment on Earth is to be ourselves, to let the creativity that's burning within us show on the outside, to take action towards expressing ourselves creatively. And this doesn't have to be painting a painting or like writing a book or something. It's just in general, like allowing who we are to shine through to other people, unafraid, to be confident, to have faith, to be trusting in God, Mother, Father, God, the universe, to lead, to not, to let some things be out of our control, because honestly, it all is out of our control. All right. So what is our assign? How are you helping us with our assignment on Earth? Stuck in the mud. You know what's interesting about that is that this is the third reference we've gotten to being stuck. And I'm asking, how are you helping us? Okay. So this being stuckness, oh, yes. We're absorbed, we're stuck for a reason. Maybe this is self evaluation. Maybe this is like a pause because we need to be paused. Take care of yourself while you're here. Try not to be all up in here. Think of ways that you can let the words flow out of your mind. I like to do that with a pen. You can do it talking to yourself in the car, but just letting things escape. I remember hearing one time that people with PTSD, often when they tell their story, like sometimes they'll tell their story too much. I'm speaking from experience, or they'll talk about it exhaustively, like even if it's to one person. But what happens is, as the story is repeated and repeated and repeated, they're actually letting it go. And, in the past, I have done that. Like not even being aware that that's what I was doing. But there are some things that happened to me over 2 decades ago that I can talk about now, like without any emotional reaction. And it's because I was able to speak on it and speak on it and speak on it for a really long time, that it just doesn't hold the emotional punch that it did. Now I am going through this process consciously aware. And I before I had spoken with a counselor, and I have done that too, but now I write, and there are some things that I am currently going through that still do have an emotional reaction. But it's like, maybe right now we're stuck so we can explore where we're at right now, like so we can be absorbed in the now while we're stuck. So that was the third. We got 8 of Swords, the Devil, and stuck in the mud. So how are you helping us? Spark. Okay, maybe this is about creativity. Again, it's a spark. It's making me think of the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. There is a spark of something, and fire makes me think of action. She was playing a violin. There's something creative that wants to come out of you. Allow that, or maybe just build confidence in it wherever you're at right now, so that you can become comfortable with moving on, or so that you can become so enraged with where you are that you just take action and stir up something creative. Not going on some like weird spree, you know what I mean? But just that fire is churning, and it will move out of you. And being aware that that process is going to happen is why you should be absorbed in whatever it is you are absorbed in at the moment. Anyway, I really got to go. I hope you have a great day on Earth. Peace. Namaste. Thank you for stopping by.